This is well, that way's Victor Harbour. That way's not Victor Harbour. I haven't looked on Google Maps to get clarity on exactly what is that way, but there's stuff.
We haven't been there
beach, there's rocks. You can see a bit of it. We'll put some drone footage in so you can see the rest. So Chris, do you remember that place? Actually, I've got to pull it out and have a look at it on my phone because I wrote it down.
It's a funny name. I don't know how to pronounce it.
Had such a hard time pronouncing it.
Wrap your tongue around this one.
Motialta, Morialta, Morialta, let's go with Morialta.
That sounds good. If we're getting it wrong, correct us down below.
South Australians won't let us back in the state.
We're not from around here, mate.
Morialta or Morialta, because it's plant and not plant, so it must be Morialta. Morialta Conservation Park was pretty cool.
That was lovely. I really enjoyed that hike.
We disappeared from a
civilization,
a reasonably good house sitting Crafers, which we had challenges with the internet, but we got over it. We threw the Starlink out and that got us through a bit of trouble.
I think you got more ticked off with the fact that the house wasn't clean.
Well,
to our spec.
yeah, that is something that is important. But you take what you get in some cases, and we took a trek out to Morialta Conservation Park to go and enjoy what we could find there. It's like waterfalls and stuff like that. That was the main draw card, which, given it hasn't rained here in 4 years.
4? Who said 4?
Okay, maybe 3.5.
Sorry, I have to put the sunnies on. I cannot see a thing.
Yeah.
So it's either me squinting or the sunnies.
I'll do my best. I'll suffer for your enjoyment. How's that? So we had a good time. It was a nice walk. There's some beautiful trails that go around there. They take you to like 3 or 4 really good lookouts for the waterfalls if they're flowing. And when they do flow, you go like a day after some decent rain. And we'd seen some photos that one of the guys we bumped into there shared. My God, they're ripping. And you can understand why the rocks are hacked out the way they are.
Yeah.
But the thing that blew me away was we're on this narrow little track as we're walking around. And it's like cliff here and all dense scrub coming down here. And there's a kangaroo and a joey that were sort of hopping along. And there were some people coming towards them, and it sort of forced them to come back and then come past us. It was so cool. We stopped and just let them get past.
Oh, you'll have to stick that little video in there that you took, because that was actually very cool.
Yeah, it just happened to pull the phone out at the right time, and I've never had a kangaroo come past that close so tame before. Voluntarily. And not in a zoo where I've got food and it wants it. Yeah.
Well, that's true. Oh, when I went to Serpentine, they came and ate out of my hand.
Ah, but they're trained to eat out of your hand there, are they? Because people feed them.
Oh, well, it's pretty popular, so people go there all the time, but they're not trained.
Yeah.
They just want the food.
So what else did we catch that day? There were the koalas. We saw like half a dozen koalas.
It was a really good experience. If you're a foreigner and you're trying to capture as many different elements as possible, it was pretty good. We saw tawny frogmouths.
Yeah, they're owls, for those of you who don't know what a tawny frogmouth is.
It's pretty rare. I think I've only ever seen them once before.
Mm.
We saw loads of koalas, which excited the tourists no end.
Yeah.
We were too enthralled by the tawnies, but anyway.
Yeah, but the koalas get your attention too. They're cute.
They do get your attention. I did get a few photos of them.
Didn't see any drop bears though, but look out for them. If you're traveling through the area, just keep your eyes peeled. If you're not a local, you don't know what to look for, just watch out for the drop bears.
Yeah. Quite a lot of birds, so if you're into bird watching, it would probably be quite good. One of the guys who was an avid photographer and frequents that area told us about many different animals he'd seen. So from echidna all the way through to different, was it an eagle? No.
Yeah, there was an eagle that he was there, but there was also, he took great offence because someone goes, look, a rat, and he's gone, it's not a rat, it's an Antechinus. Okay.
To the untrained eye, we wouldn't know any different.
No, it wouldn't know any different. Yeah. But geez, I'll tell you what, he had some stunning photos.
He really
like
did.
National Geographic quality, mind-blowing photos. This guy, you know, he runs trucks back and forth between Adelaide and the tip, and when he's not working, he's down at the conservation park there, and he's totally immersed, and you can tell that's his happy place.
Oh, definitely. So, yeah, we didn't see all the different animals, obviously, but every day is a bit different. You never know what you're going to get.
If you're in the area, take a drive, go out there. You know, it's a beautiful little spot. And if you're coming from Mount Barker on a weekend, look out for the cyclists.
Oh, yes, there were lots of cyclists. So we did the 2.4 kilometre walk, which initially it was quite a lot of uphill, and I tell you what, it made me realise how unfit I am. Need to get my butt back into gear. But once we got over that first little hilly bit, it was pretty smooth sailing from there.
Yeah, it was. And it was really nice. It was a beautiful day, sunny, not too hot, nice breeze coming through. I really enjoyed it. The thing that really blew me away was how tame all of the other animals in the area were. Like even the rabbits, I was able to get like as close as I am to Chris to a rabbit that was just sort of rummaging around in the dirt looking for whatever it was eating.
Yeah.
And it didn't move. It was just like, yeah, okay, whatever. So it just shows me that like a lot of the people that go there really respect the wildlife and don't mistreat it, because the wildlife doesn't act like it's scared. It's mind-blowing.
We had also gone there to see this cave, which is supposed to be quite a spectacular experience.
Giant's Cave.
But unfortunately, it looks as if the woodwork has started to deteriorate.
Oh, that was the staircase going up around to the top of the lookout on top of the cave. We got into the cave proper.
Right.
But the walk that took you up around the cave to the lookout on top of this massive rock that it's sort of hollowed out from, yeah, that was in a pretty big state of disrepair and probably not very safe.
Yeah, so if you're going there anytime soon, you may find that it's still closed if they haven't repaired it, but it's still definitely well worth the experience. I think it took us about 2 hours to do our walk.
Yeah, leisurely.
It was quite leisurely. If you just want to go to the cave, I think it was a 300-metre walk, and then they do have a more extensive walk if you're into a bit more endurance. We did see quite a few people who were training for various things. We chatted with the lady who's going to do
She was doing the Camino
train.
Yeah.
And there were another couple of ladies who were planning to do the Great Ocean.
I think the Great Ocean Walk, yeah. The Great Ocean Walk, I think that's one that takes you from one part of the Great Ocean Road area to another part. I'm not going to fib and tell you that I know where it is. We did bump into a lady when we were traveling through that area, probably about 2021, and she was doing that walk on her own, and she felt perfectly safe, which I thought that's amazing that you can go out there as a young woman and do a walk in the bush on your own and not feel like there's any risk. So it's really says a lot for Parks Victoria and you know, just the general communities around that part of the world.
And I think it's also encouraging to know that the walks are being maintained to a spec which enables people to actually really explore these parts of the world.
Yeah.
Which is very cool.
It is. It is. Anyhow, we're going to go and explore this little area. We're going to go behind you. Like literally, if you turn around right now and you have a look, we're going to be standing behind you there. Ready? Rah! No. we're going to go down and have a look on the other side because there's a beautiful beach around there and we're just going to enjoy it. We're going to live our life with no anchor.
And you should too.
See you on the next one.
Bye.